Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on one thing: single barrels. Best of all, you can try before you buy. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution so you know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and who from the industry may be coming in to visit. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. We are also sponsored by the Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers traveling minibars that are no bigger than a small purse or toiletry bag. Best of all, they are fully customizable so you can create the perfect piece that is unique for you. If you own your own business, what a fun and unique way to promote what you do. Check them out online at thebar2go.com. That is the number 2 in the Bar to Go. If you have wholesale questions, call my friend Isabel Clark at 504-481-1297. Finally, we are sponsored by the Neely Family Distillery. NFD is a family-owned business that keeps ringing up awards in the spirits world. Head to Sparta, Kentucky to experience the family history, award-winning spirits, and meet the Neely family. Check them out online at neelyfamilydistillery.com. Now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we talk about a cocktail we didn't know we needed, a fall whiskey sour. My name is Miss Becca Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host Steve Akeley, as well as our special guests, Gokin, Linda Monica, and Jeff Andreezy.
Hey gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hello. Hey, everyone.
Heyo. I think the whiskey sour does perfectly fine any time of the year, but, with the lemon, maybe it's more summery for some people. I don't know. But the Garden & Gun has got a fall one for us. We'll talk about that after the break. But for right now, though, Gokin said there's something he wanted to talk about. What is that, sir?
Yeah, so the audience may not know. I am in the midst of moving.
Okay.
From the great state of Illinois.
Yes.
To Indiana.
Okay.
What took you so long?
Yeah. Well, my wife had to retire. She was a teacher, so she was locked in here. I can work anywhere because I work from home, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, so we have purchased a house.
Okay.
And we close on that in a week. And we have sold our house in Illinois. We close on that in 3 weeks, I believe.
Okay.
So my question is, have any of you moved from a house, not a college apartment, not an apartment, but from a house that you've lived in for, 26 years.
Okay.
Because I've got a lot of stuff
Right.
squirred away.
Yes.
Whiskey bottles.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go first. No, the answer is no. My house is just an incredible wreck. We are thinking about moving though in retirement, and it is going to be something that has started a little bit more than a year, and I'm going to take like a year to clean out the house, mostly by me, some help from the warden when she can. But yes, that's going to be a priority coming up because we're looking at in a couple of years maybe moving somewhere else. So I want to be ready for that, and I do have some stuff of valuable collectibles and stuff like that. And it's never a good situation if you're like, hey, I got to get rid of this now. I want to do that kind of over time, find the right buyers and stuff. So it's going to be something I'm actively doing starting next summer. So we'll see how that goes for me.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of exciting. But yes, but never moved. My family, when I grew up, my parents bought the house that my mom still lives in just a couple months before I was born. So I never moved even as a kid. We did have a place in Bonne Terre, which is a kind of a lake community around us, and we had a house there that we had for like 10 years, and we did accumulate quite a bit of stuff in 10 years, even though it's just a secondary home. And so yes, that was a pain moving out of that, though we left a lot of the furniture. We left it furnished, but there's still combining two homes into one. Even if you're leaving the big stuff like the couches and that, it's amazing. But I can't imagine going through what Jim's going through right now. 25 plus years of living in a place and now going through it. It's a nightmare, really.
Go ahead, Becca.
The house that I grew up in, we had to move out of it because it flooded in 2011. And so it was a very interesting move out, to say the least, but that was the house that I grew up in. And it was weird because we weren't sure if we were going to flood at one point. So we like sort of moved out, and then they said, you're not going to flood. So we put this stuff back in. And then they were like, actually, it's going to flood tomorrow.
Oh, geez.
And it was like, fuck. So like we tried to move everything we could up to like the top floors and stuff. But we lost a lot of stuff, which, at least we didn't have to go through all those things necessarily. Right. But everything that did not get destroyed, because we did move a lot of stuff into my parents', they own a building down on like Main Street downtown. And so it took a long time to go through all of those things because also we moved out because the house flooded. And so we sold it pretty quickly after that. But then my parents moved to the lake cabin. So everything we had taken out of the house, we just moved into like the second floor of my parents' building they own downtown, and stuff just sat in there for years and years. And like eventually my parents were like, hey, like, can you come over and go through your stuff and like take what you're going to keep and we can throw away or do whatever with this other stuff. And it was a little bit strange to go through like all those things. And also like, there was stuff that my parents got rid of that I didn't even know they got rid of.
Right.
And there was also stuff that I thought they got rid of and they still have that I have no idea they still had. I didn't even know that they had gotten rid of like all of my childhood toys.
Yeah.
Which was fine. I don't need Barbies and stuff. They like gave them to like, some less fortunate people, which is good, but it's just like there was stuff I didn't even know was gone.
Right. Yeah.
So that was interesting. So that was pretty stressful there, Gokin, because we didn't have a choice.
Yeah. Yeah. My mom, I don't 100% know why, but she doesn't want to deal with her house. And she says that. She's like, that's for you and your sister. Well, my sister lives in Alaska, so I know, translation, that's for me to deal with.
That's
for me to, yeah. She doesn't want to get rid of clutter. She doesn't want to deal. And again, I don't know if it's an emotional thing. It's an overwhelming job. I don't know what the actual reason for it is, but she's like, I'm not going to do it. So her stuff is going to be full to the gills. Again, living almost 58 years and counting in a place, and just loaded up. So
just won't get rid of anything until she's gone.
Yeah. She's
So
like,
my mom did the
problem.
same thing. So we just had a huge estate sale, and
That's all you can do, right?
We
Yeah.
opened the doors and we were like, whatever you want to offer, whatever. Like we didn't even care. Just want to
Right.
get rid of the stuff,
Yeah, I'm kind of that way with my mom. I don't look around and be like, boy, I want that. There's nothing I want there or anything,
Yeah, my
it's-
siblings and I were the same.
yeah, right.
And you don't want
There's
to
tons
say
of-
that either at the same time. It's like,
Right, exactly.
I'll say like, hey, I think that all your trinkets are trash, but
Because it's really rude, but I'm not into precious moments and I don't need them, right?
Yeah.
Right.
The younger people are, the less they care about that old, stuff.
Right.
Even stuff they had as kids. My kids, are like, I don't want that crap.
Right.
I'm like, but we saved it for you. Like,
Right.
We've been taking up space, saving this shit for you.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So, Jim, to answer your question, the longest I've lived in a house is 16 years. That was the house in Millbank, South Dakota, before I moved to where I'm at today. That's my last move, and a lot of stuff, and it was tough for my kids because it was a house they mostly grew up in. They remember that one the most. But no, not 20 plus years, but I still have a lot of junk. It's junk.
Right.
But you talked about parents, and my mom has been kind of downsizing and literally making lists of, hey, do you want this? Do you want this? No. I think I've maybe mentioned this once before. When I go to her house, I will lock the doors in my vehicle because she'll put shit in my back seat or in my bed of my pickup.
Yeah.
she's, she's so focused on getting rid of it.
Jeffrey,
so
I think you'd want this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you want this? Well, yeah.
Right.
So, and now it's, yeah, I'll just take it and get rid of it. But then half the time I'm thinking when she comes for a visit, she's going to wonder where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to be careful about that. But I do lock my doors because they will put stuff
That's
in my vehicle.
Right.
Matt gets annoyed with me because I have a philosophy: if it hasn't been touched in a year, it's gone.
Yep.
I'm
That's a good.
constantly getting rid of
That's
stuff.
good. Yeah.
Yep. That's
my wife did that with all of her clothes. She turned like every piece of clothing in that's on a hanger, turn it around backwards so that the hanger, is hung the opposite direction. And in a year, if you haven't worn it and the hanger's not, you haven't taken it off and worn it and put it back on the normal way, then you don't need it. Get rid of it.
Right.
Right.
Yep. That's like I just went through my closet literally just the other day and threw out another like trash bag of just stuff because I'm like,
Yeah.
I've not worn this. Here's one issue I have when it comes to getting rid of some things.
Right.
Because there's some stuff that I'm like, I know I have no reason to keep this because it's not nice necessarily. It's kind of trash. But we like to dress up for Halloween, and there's some stuff that I'm like, that would probably work with Halloween costumes
Yeah.
Yeah.
at some
Yeah.
point. And so I'm like, I don't want to throw some things away because I'm like, well, that would be a good thing that I wouldn't care if it gets destroyed with a Halloween costume or it would be a Halloween costume or whatever. But yeah, it's tough throwing out, there's some days where you were like on it and you're like, I could throw away so much stuff because we
Right.
have tons of stuff. And like, I'll just go through and start throwing away things that I'm like, I don't know, like, I don't care. There's not an actual emotional connection to this at all. And also sometimes it's like, you need to identify what is the emotional connection I have to this. So someone gave this to me for like some random event, 15 years ago. And it's like, they probably don't even remember they gave this to me.
Right.
Yeah.
And like, what does it actually mean? Does it actually fucking matter at all? And it's like, it doesn't. Throw it away.
Right.
Fucking put it in the trash.
But yeah, if you ever get to the point though, and again, the funny thing about Becca and Royce, they're 5+ years into being married, and they have a very big house, and it's awesome and neat. But you're also talking about someone like Royce collects a lot of things. You add 35 years onto that, and then you two decide you want to downsize. You will have a fucking nightmare at that point.
I know.
There'll be some point, a day of reckoning down the road where you're like, we just want to live in Florida full time. We're gonna
Where? It's
what
there's
would
no
you
stuff
do
we
with all
have to
that
get rid of.
stuff?
And
Yeah,
whose
I mean,
vehicle are you going to stuff it in?
right.
we
right.
literally
So-
can't.
Yeah. It's
So
wild.
I have a couple of habits, I will call them.
Uh-huh.
I worked for several years in the stereo industry, and had one of those cars that you hear at a stop sign, and you think, what the hell are they doing?
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I traveled the Midwest to stereo competitions and competed in, like not only how loud, but how well does it sound all around the Midwest. And I worked at a stereo shop to support that habit. So I have thousands of dollars worth of stereo equipment.
Right.
That was all in my attic above the garage. I have 2 Harley Davidsons. Actually, I have one. My wife has one. I have thousands of dollars worth of parts off of those motorcycles
Right.
that we've replaced, with aftermarket stuff. And so she's like, "All right, you've got to clean out the attic in the garage." I'm like, "Okay." So I go up there and I'm like, "Wow, there's a lot more stuff up here."
Right.
than I
And it's
remember
valuable.
being.
You don't want to be like, I'll just throw it in a dumpster somewhere. It's like,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, even though it might be factory stuff, it's
Right.
Harley Davidson. So I mean, the joke is that Harley Davidson HD stands for $100
Right.
because everything you want to buy from Harley Davidson is $100.
Yeah.
So I had all these parts. So we have sold in the last year to year and a half on Facebook Marketplace like $8,000 worth of
God.
stuff.
Wow.
You know,
That's
from
awesome, though.
from the basement, from the attic, from the garage attic, of all this crap that we've accumulated over the years. Because it's like I'm one of these guys that, like, I get a new piece of equipment, and I'm like, well, I'm going to keep the box in case I need to send it back. And so, I've got an iPad box from 10 years ago. I don't even have the iPad anymore.
Gotta have the box.
But I have the iPad box in
Right.
case I need to send it back.
You can sell it for a little higher value if you have the box.
Right.
Yeah. So
Literally,
I've got all this junk, and I mean, I'm packing up the garage now to move, and it's like I'm trying to be as good as I can about throwing stuff away, but I'm also like, I mean, I grew up on a farm, and we had, every bolt, nut, washer, every piece of metal that anything you wanted to fix anything, we had on hand. We didn't have to go buy anything.
Right.
When you needed to fix something, you could just go to the shop and find whatever it was you needed. And so I'm like that. I have like bins of bolts, screws, nuts, washers, all this stuff. I'm like, I might need that. I might need that. As soon as I throw it away, I'm going to need it. I'm going to have to go buy it.
Right.
And that's going to piss me off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, you're going to have to make some decisions here.
Decision time, buddy. It's
coming up.
Coming
to
up.
Make decisions.
Dave,
It's worth about 8 cents a pound in the bin.
Yeah.
Well,
I've thrown a lot of stuff away. A lot of stuff. So I feel like I'm making progress.
That's good.
It's good.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, it's time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Gokin this time. Gokin, what do you got?
I have very little whiskey in the house because I've taken my collection to my son's house because my wife thinks that it would be better if I moved it twice as opposed to waiting and moving it just once.
Okay.
We need to get it out of the house. So I have a fresh bottle of Middle West. I believe this is the Pumpernickel Bread rye whiskey.
Okay.
I'll try this here. I'm going to grab low, the Katie Joyce method.
Okay. Oh. Solid.
Good.
That was good.
Huh? That was a good
That
one.
was very good. Could be enough. Could be enough. Becca's sweating.
Would.
She's 3 for 3, so we'll see.
I'm not going to get this one. This one, I've got a bottle of Armagnac here.
All right. Let's see what you got with your Armagnac.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. That was nice. It's a little squeaky, but Gokin does have the lead. Linda, you're next.
I have Neely Sweet Thumped Rye.
Okay. Okay. Also solid. Not quite as good as Jim's, though. So Jim still has the lead. Jeff, you're not last because I'm going to be last, but go ahead.
All right, I'll go. I have a bottle of, it's new to me. It's a bottle of Blue Run Emerald rye whiskey, cask strength.
Okay. Boy, that felt like there was some cutout there. It
was really good and crisp on this end.
It sounded good on my. I heard it. It sounded pretty good over here.
Would you say he's got the lead, Becca, or do you think Jim held on?
The one problem was you sounded far away. Like Jim's was up close and yours was far away. So Jim's was louder because it was close.
Jim has the lead.
So I think yours would have won if it was a little bit closer to the mic.
Poorly played. So yeah, I've got the Wollersheim Curiosity Collection. So let's see what we got here. Will this be enough? I knew as soon as that started that squeaking, I knew I was done. So congratulations to Gokin. He wins.
It's whoever bitched the most who wins the Cork Pops tonight.
Yep. All right, we'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to be talking about this recipe from Garden and Gun for our fall drinking. We'll do that in just a few. Okay, let's talk about the people that make these shows happen. First up is the Stave and Thief Society. Via their in-person class at Moonshine University in Louisville, Kentucky, the Stave and Thief Society is the place where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge an executive bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my executive bourbon steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Speaking of executive bourbon steward certification, the ABV Barrel Shop in St. Louis, Missouri has developed a unique partnership with the Stave and Thief Society to offer a preparatory class to assist you in getting your executive bourbon steward certification. This prep class costs only $25 and is available to take live or online via Zoom. Graduates of our class receive a coupon code good for 15% off your executive bourbon steward certification held in Louisville, Kentucky. This saves you almost $90. Additionally, you can collaborate with fellow attendees to split travel costs when you go to Louisville. If you're interested in signing up for the class, simply head over to abvbarrelshop.com and check out the classes and events page. Last but not least, we are sponsored by Neely Family Distillery. Royce Neely is the 11th generation distiller in one of America's oldest distilling families. A visit to Neely Family Distillery takes you through family history, where you can see all the artifacts and newspaper clippings through the years from this family that started distilling in America after James Neely arrived from Northern Ireland in 1740. Today, Royce Neely and his team are crafting some of the best spirits in America. Their bourbon and absinthe offerings keep winning top honors in the spirits competitions. Recently, their absinthe made history as the first platinum winner in the absinthe category at the San Francisco Spirits Competition. Neely Family Distillery is definitely a bucket list destination if you are a bourbon fan. Learn more about their spirit offerings, visiting their facility, and the awards they have collected over at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com. And now, back to the show.
Hi, this is Rick Brenner, and you are listening to the Bourbon Daily.
Shouldn't it be the legend?
Maybe.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about a fall sour from Garden and Gun.
Yes, we are. So they're saying this is an alternative for the fall for the whiskey sour. This is a cranberry orange whiskey sour, and here's how you make it. It's one drink, and I like they come out. Garden and Gun comes out blazing here because they suggest 2 ounces of rye or bourbon. So they are going after the whiskey drinker with that. It's not an ounce or an ounce and a half, something like that. So then they're suggesting 1 ounce of fresh squeezed orange juice, an ounce and a half of unsweetened cranberry juice, an ounce of simple syrup, and then you place all those ingredients in a cocktail shaker with ice and shake until it's well chilled and aerated. That's going to take about 45 seconds. You strain that into a rocks glass with crushed ice, and then you garnish with an orange twist. What do you guys think of this?
Delicious.
It sounds delicious.
Fantastic.
It does sound good.
That's going to be
fantastic.
Yeah, that's going to be like awesome. For one, whiskey and orange juice goes together so well. So that works. I also think that whiskey and cranberry juice works together really, really well. Orange juice and cranberry always work together. So the combination, yeah, that's going to be fire.
Right.
Like there's
orange and cranberry is top notch.
It's 3.5 ounces
Yeah.
of other stuff besides whiskey.
But you do get 2 ounces of whiskey.
you got 2 ounces of whiskey.
It seems like a lot. I mean, a regular, like an old fashioned, is 2 ounces of rye or bourbon and
an ice globe, basically.
yeah,
and sugar and yeah.
I will say
it seems like a lot of stuff.
1 ounce simple syrup sounds like a tad much.
That does sound a lot.
That does sound like a lot, especially.
I say
with
1
orange.
ounce. That's a lot of sugar. So for me personally, if I made this, I would do like a splash.
Cut that back.
Yes, I would definitely cut it back to like just a
because
splash
it is.
of
Let's
syrup.
not forget it is a sour, and the cranberry can be sour.
So it shouldn't be that sweet anyway.
Yeah,
so
that sounds like it's going to be too sweet for a sour.
Yeah, if I was going to fuck around with that, I would definitely. I'm with Jim here. I would cut down the juices are fine, but I'd cut down that to just a splash of simple syrup. I think is the appropriate.
What about the shaking though? I thought you do not shake whiskey.
You can shake whiskey. You see, you're not supposed to shake you're not supposed to shake anything that's just alcohol. When you add juice to it, you can shake it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll check back on
but
that.
if
I
it's-
don't know.
Like an old fashioned, they say never shake it, stir it.
You should not, because that's just whiskey.
It's
But
true.
it's got the it's got your bitters
When it's
and
additives
your
like
simple syrup and stuff.
when it's
in
the
it.
small additives, those don't really count. But when you're putting in actual like ounces of like real like
this is a lot of stuff.
yeah, so when you're putting in actual like if it's just alcohol, you stir it. Or just alcohol and like bitters or simple syrup, then you just stir. When you actually add like for a martini, when you're adding like olive juice, with this, you've got all those juices in it. When there's juice and alcohol, you shake it, unless there's carbonation, obviously.
The one you don't shake would be tomato juice if you're doing a Bloody Mary or something. That's one you wouldn't shake. But
You'd pour that one just like back and forth or just stir it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So on this particular drink, the one thing I felt was missing was an egg white. I love an egg white in my sours.
This is true.
Get that foam on the top, and maybe even add a little.
Yeah, that would
drop
be
of
good.
bitters or something. It's my personal touch on a
Look at you.
sour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
I've
that.
only ever had one traditional whiskey sour with an egg white, but it was absolutely fantastic, and I loved the whip on the top.
Right. It's better. It's way better.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
absolutely. I have a problem. I'm not an orange juice hater, but
Okay.
I'm just not a big orange juice fan.
Okay.
Um,
Does it upset your tummy?
it upsets my tummy. That and sour mix. I am not.
Oh,
a fan of
I hate sour mix.
Yeah, sour
That's
mix
an
is
abomination.
Yeah.
Fuck sour mix.
If
Throw
it's
some-
fresh, if it's actually fresh orange juice you're using, and then like with that cranberry though, it's gonna really cut down the just like straight up orange.
Yeah.
I'll try.
Honestly, if I was like, well, it's a sour, so I mean, it's just supposed to be fall. I was gonna say you could even put a little dash of like cinnamon on top of it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Yes.
What makes it fall?
I don't know.
Cranberries, though. Cranberries. are
Cranberry and orange. I mean, those are like scents that you're gonna have on like your warmer usually in like the fall.
So a screwdriver is only good in the fall?
Yep,
No.
No.
that's correct.
I think it's really the cranberry and
That's why I
cranberry.
said if you add a little dash of like cinnamon on top or something like that, or even just a cinnamon stick with it, then that would make it a little bit more fall forward.
Yeah. All right.
I haven't found unsweetened cranberry juice anywhere. So that's what I need to look for because
You'll
it's
find
always
it.
been.
It's out there.
seen it.
It's out there.
Yeah. Okay. That's something. I'll look
Don't
for.
head towards Ocean Spray. Head to-
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you
the
just-
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably want to shop in the produce aisle for that. That's where you get your real
Or
juice.
you could just not use any simple syrup and use regular cranberry juice.
I suppose.
Yeah.
But then it
Yeah,
wouldn't
I
be
was
very
thinking-
I was thinking
sour.
about leaving the simple syrup out completely.
The sour would be not as sour if you had sweetened cranberry,
Right.
because that's
Yeah.
really the sour part.
I don't think it would be sour. Yeah, I think it would.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
And also an ounce of the ounce. That's crazy. I didn't even
that's
read
like
the ounce on it.
diabetes. That's like a diabetes.
Yeah, that's
This
a
is
lot of
a-
sugar.
This is a 4.5 ounce drink. How do you fit that in a rocks glass with a cube?
That's true.
Crushed ice.
I don't think it fits with a big cube.
Well, they do suggest crushed ice, though, to Jeff's point. If you look at what they tell you to put in
Oh.
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Crushed ice. So it's probably because of
Orange
that.
juice.
Well, that's silly.
And you're making the drink cold, so it's not like, oh, crushed ice is gonna melt or whatever. You are shaking it until it's
you
cold.
get ice in the shaker. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So, well, that kind of works.
That's five.
It
Sorry, that's
does sound
5.5
delicious.
ounces.
I know. I'll be trying one of these when I'm at Becca's house. So
Absolutely, Steve.
I don't make any cocktails, so yeah. So
I like making cocktails.
she does. Becca normally makes me a cocktail when I'm there. So
Yeah. I that's like, I mean,
and like the
I
fancy
love making.
ones.
Yeah, I love making cocktails. I think it's fun to make cocktails.
Well, Becca, I moved to Indiana on the
Okay,
third,
here we go.
fourth,
Here
and
we go.
fifth. So the following weekend,
Where are you moving to in Indiana?
Oh, right by you. It's very close.
right
to
by you,
Just across the
Across the
Linville.
road.
It's in Vivi.
Now,
It's going to be a
Linville.
Vivi. If you could send over Chelsea's schedule when she's going to be staying, then we'd like to know that.
She is
Chelsea's my newest Facebook friend. By the way.
Yeah, she's popping up on my Facebook prompts for
Something's
for
popping up. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, why is she popping up all of a sudden?
Oh yeah, I wonder because when she
Yeah.
does show up there, I'm sure you check it out, and you know how that stuff works. So if you look at someone's post, you stop what you're doing and look at their post.
So then
you're
they
gonna get
pop
more of
up.
that. Yeah, then you're going to get more of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
Feeding the beast.
yeah.
Pretty much.
So Jeff, she accepted your friend request, huh? So.
In about 27 seconds.
Whoa, she was waiting for that one. She's like, I hope that Grizzly
she's
sends
into
me one.
the she's into the
Becca's been
bear.
saying, how come
Whenever she sees that they're friends with me and Steve, she goes, okay, click. She adds them in.
Jeff was,
She doesn't vet them at all. She
He
just
went through
sees
the
me
quick
and Steve
approval.
and she
Yeah,
goes,
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
you
let me
didn't
see
even
how
have
quick.
time to check with you guys?
Oh yeah.
Let's see how quick she responds to me.
Oh God, Gokin's he's
Wow.
going in.
Uh-oh, Jimmy
I'm
Big
going
Hands
in.
is on his way.
Oh,
man.
hey Chelsea, this is Jimmy Big Hands.
You'll have to let us know if
My
it
poor
happens
friends.
in the podcast.
yeah,
How do I even find her?
She's blocked you.
yeah,
Oh, here, people
That's
you
a
may
twist
know.
right there.
yeah. This is exciting. So yeah. Well, there you go. I think
don't
this.
see her.
Yeah,
I think tweaked. This could be really good. I'm not sure, like we said, as they laid it out, just too much simple syrup for sure.
The idea is a good, the
It's
base
solid.
idea
It's
is
a great idea. Great idea. We can all
Base
tweak
idea
what
is
we want.
good. I think we could expound on it and make it a lot better.
There you go.
Right.
On that note, we'll wrap this one up as we always do by talking about where people can find us. Linda, we'll start with you. Where can people find you?
Linda Modica across all the socials.
All right, Jeff.
Facebook, Instagram, and the Cigar Dojo. Jeff Andreezy, 2 I's and 2 Z's.
Okay, Gokin. He looks busy here. He's trying to click on
I've
Chelsea.
just requested her. We'll see how quickly it comes to
This is
fruition.
exciting. This is exciting.
Riveting.
I'm on
radio.
Facebook at Jim Gokin, looking for a friend request from Chelsea Gaines, and Instagram
No.
at Jimmy Big Hands.
Okay. Yeah, I think soon as she sees Jimmy Big Hand, she's approving it. So yeah, she
For
won't
sure.
cut it
Yeah.
out at all. So yeah.
Yep.
All right, Miss Becca Sue, how about you?
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Becca Sue, 1K, no C's.
All right, for me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley, Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. Also, come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop, the place where you can try before you buy. We're online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Becca Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
All right. Jim, before we sign off, any luck so far? It's been at least 20 seconds.
I do not see.
Well, the block is coming quickly, I think.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
Where
she's been
do I
warned.
find out if she's accepted?
It'll show up. Don't
It'll
worry.
show up. You'll know. When you know, you know. There you go. All right, that's it for today. We'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Peace. Before we let you go, let's talk about one last thing. The ABV Barrel Shop in the St. Louis community of Arnold, Missouri. The ABV Barrel Shop is focused on a couple of things. First of all, single barrels. We are the place where single barrels live. We go to distilleries, taste through the whiskey, select the best barrel, and have it shipped to our store where we present it to you, our customers, by allowing you to try before you buy. We're also known for the classes that we have in our education center in the store, as well as the events we have with industry professionals from the bourbon business. If you are in the St. Louis area, please come by and visit us at 6 Fox Valley Center in Arnold, Missouri. Or at a minimum, at least sign up for our email and text distribution so you know exactly what's going on in our shop over at abvbarrelshop.com. This is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network, signing off. We thank you for listening to our programming and truly appreciate your support.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.